Virtual vibe sanity is what we're hoping for.
Yes, VR fans, how the devil are you? Nice to see you, nice. So here we are on the banks of the Thames, reviewing virtual reality games as always. I'm a neuroscientist. I'm here to help you make your virtual reality experiences that little bit more immersive, that little bit more convincing, using a few simple tips and tricks. This game today is going to be interesting because one of the classic VR games is called Beat Saber, and I haven't really found a game to match it. And one of the things I love about Beat Saber is that it encourages people to move dynamically, to match the rhythm of their movements to the rhythm of the music. And I think that makes people feel happy. I think that's where music came from, in order to synchronize human movements, to foster a sort of more sociable activity, to help us build relationships with one another back in the sort of Stone Age era. Now, obviously in VR, it's not always a social thing, but you can still recreate some of that good feeling that we associate with movement to music, even without the social element. So, I like Beat Saber because it makes you move and dance, essentially, and the game we're going to review today is called Dance Collider. I'm not that overwhelmed about the prospects because I think a lot of these dance games are pretty generic, as in they all do pretty much the same thing and there's very little novelty, you know? So there's only one way to find out. We've got to get down there. So we shall go from reality to virtual reality. So, got to be quick because I'm having problems with my GoPro camera. Battery. This thing has served me extremely well for a very long time. I bring it down here to the edge. In fact, I put it up here. Where are we? I put it up there on the green step. That's where you are, just on the top step next to those railings. And it served me well for 2 years. And then 3 years before that, it's a really old-fashioned one, hence the rubbish quality. But the battery has died a death. And I don't know if they still sell them. Anyway, this is why we must rush on. And so what might happen is that this cuts out. You can't see me moving around here. And then you'll only be able to watch what's happening on the big screen up there. So if that happens, I'm sure some of you will rejoice because you've had enough. Oh, hang on. I'm groping for the bloody headphones, and I haven't put them in my ears, as I usually do. So, Dance Collider. I actually did a full warm-up, because this game is going to be active. For Beat Saber, I put on a fan, but as it's winter time, I feel like that's not going to be necessary. Plug in. It sounds so peaceful in the HTC Vive version of this world. In reality, there's always massive boats and barges going by, causing lots of waves. So it actually feels much more like a proper beach than this would lead you to imagine. And in terms of the lack of peace, there's always people coming up and down here. Take a photo, spend literally 30 seconds on this beautiful spot, and then go straight back up the steps again. It's such a waste. Anyway, you're not here to talk about me, to watch me talking about how awful the world has become. You're here to watch some absolutely wonderful virtual reality experiences. As always, what I did then was hit the bottom menu button, and I should have been hitting the top menu button. That will allow me to go home, as into the log cabin, at the top of the mountain, from where you get this screen. Where are we? Dance Collider. Bring it on. Might have to pump the volume up a little bit. That one is the bottom menu button, and here you can put the volume up and down, up and down, up and down. We're going to put it right the way up, because Dance Collider is gonna send some balls of fire our way. And you know my top 5, of course. Make sure that you always have a glass of water to hand, because VR is very thirsty work.
At the dawn of the 24th
At the
century,
dawn of the 24th
transhumans
century,
are nurtured by a super AI known as Uriel.
Uriel, Tea, this is 3 ginger
All
tea.
forms of art and expression, considered wasted resources,
Wasted
have been outlawed for many centuries.
Oh, yes.
On April 16th, 2306, a piece of music known as Collider,
Collider.
transmitted across the neural network for 59 seconds. It temporarily blocked all of Uriel's monitoring systems and sparked a revolution amongst the youth. Underground communities shared and adapted the music and began expressing themselves in secret competitions.
Secret competitions? It's so
Known
exciting.
as Dance Collider, the best renegade dancers from around the world come together for the ultimate test of skill
Not
and
just
endurance.
any dancer. The renegade dancers are the only ones that get the invite. Yeah, you got to be a renegade to win. And what year did they say it was? 20, 23, 30 or something? Right, here we go. We've got through the first 2, water and tea. That's to make sure you're properly hydrated. Your brain needs to remain hydrated. It sounds ridiculous, but you sweat a lot more doing this kind of stuff than you do sort of sit-down gaming. On that topic, number 3 is move around the space. Create the space for you to be able to dance around in. This particular game will probably have me stood in the middle, but I'll still be sort of able to move dynamically around to a certain degree. So clear all the furniture away. Bother to do it. The more you move around, the more your brain gets the visual and auditory information from 360 that makes you feel properly immersed in the game. If you're static, if you're sitting there, just sitting there doing nothing, it's going to be rubbish. Like, this isn't enough. You need to be moving your body as well. Number 4, sweat from your arms, not from your forehead. Number 5, limit yourself. Don't play ad infinitum, because this stuff is so good. It's so much better than a lot of things that happen in real life, that it's got huge addictive power. Okay, those are the top 5. Now we're going to rave with the people. So my first impression of this game is that I've been to many clubs all over the world, and this one feels like one of the best ones I've ever been to. As in, to have a low-down dance floor area like this with a raised area, that is not unusual in the world. This segment, you get that in real life, like all over the place. People dancing that well, very rare. You know, women this sexy, actually that's not uncommon. But like, and you know, the outfits. Back in Megatripolis, in between Embankment and Charing Cross tube stations in London, there's this huge club, Megatripolis. It was 3 clubs that opened the doors to each other. This is very much like that vibe, but much more sophisticated, much more sort of neo-Tokyo. Yeah, this, I don't know why. This has like for me, a Central European, maybe Eastern European vibe / East Asian. There's something about the neons, the quality of the light. It doesn't feel Western European to me. That sounds crazy. Oh, wow, that's really, first criticism. That really is similar to the circle that tells you where to stand. I know I'm on one here, but I couldn't see it. It wasn't in my field of view. So I was about to stride purposefully over to that, and I might have gone through the wall because I was going to jump over there. Interesting. Danger, danger. Do you realise? That's dangerous. Get down from there. You could hurt yourself. No. Okay, look, you're here to see some dancing. But my initial impressions are, like, you can't tell when you're watching this at home on telly, but this is way better than most entry points into a game. Like, you know, you put the headset on, the game loads up. Where do you begin? This deserves extra special credit for being truly awesome. Like, okay, that's not so realistic. But all of this, I feel like I'm genuinely in a social environment, and that is a convincing illusion, and that is extremely valuable. Let's go to the arcade. Dre, I bet you all the cool guys go for Gray. I'm going to be Dre. I'm going to be Liu Wen. Liu Wen, because she reminds me of Chun-Li, and I want her to turn upside down, do a helicopter maneuver with her legs, and go, or something like that.
Do you have the skill?
I hope so.
We shall see.
I feel like there's only one way to find out. So hang on, is this the person I'm going to be? Am I going to be this person, or is this person, am I going to be doing a dance-off against them? Liu Wen, do you want to see my up-rocking? Uh-oh, what have I done? I thought I pulled the... Okay, stop mucking around. Luwen Ouroboros normal. What the hell does any of that mean? Oh, smoky. Woo, it's a long way down, people. Whoa, don't blank out. Oh, that's quite cool. It's a nice big... Actually, I feel like I'm in the lens of a camera. What would that be? That would be where the film is, and that would be out the outside world. Okay. Dance. Dance. Whoa, hi. Why are you so massive suddenly?
This will
So
be a
it-
test for you. I will take little pleasure in my victory.
Oh, you're like
3,
a
2,
tutor.
1.
You will take little... Oh, I see. Oh. Bing, bong, bong, bong. Bing, bing, bong. You know what's going to happen in the music. Bong, 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 bong.
No chance.
Bong, bong, bong. Oh, a trail. Woo! Oh. Oh, so she does movements to encourage you to do certain kind of movements. Because I guess you could just hit them and be boring. Oh, that's two simultaneously. No. Yeah, push.
Flatter me.
Oh, God. What? Bong, bong, bong. Okay, so they're splitting them up now. They're increasing the difficulty levels. Boom, 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 boom. So I've never seen these before. So I have to say it's a great test of your ability to process lots of information. Oh, I'm looking forward to watching this back to see how much it encourages someone to move in space. Like as in, am I using every corner of the room? Or am I still just stuck in the middle?
No chance.
Oh yeah! Okay, this is going to require a fan. Oh, the angle changes. That's great. So it's not just putting your hands side by side to get them. You have to put one hand above the other.
See things through to the end.
That's actually
Stage
how the
clear.
dancing happened in Megatropolis. Stage clear. I got an A+. 87.3% accuracy power. Oh, so you have to give it some oomph. Oh, what's going on over here? Breaking news. Sections 97, 63, and 34 are in lockdown. All transhumans with infected implants are to be contained. Well, that doesn't sound very nice. So my max streak was 121. 121 without missing one. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I got 112,843, and that's about a third of what other people have got. Wow. Strong grad, final option, Daniel Ehuabotic, Enigma, Sicilic, Victor, Jinxbird, and Jim. Ooh, who's that? If you put your head sideways, it's like the Chinese character for day or sun. So I'm going to call that one Sunny Jim. Next round, ooh, God, that was quite intense. Do I really want to do that again? Hang on, let me check the battery. We might last till the end of the episode. I wonder if they still sell batteries for such an old device. I hope there are some batteries left for that. Maybe the battery didn't change, just the camera's changed. Okay, that's a hope. Luwen, heiress. Oh, okay. So what? I've graduated to her being an heiress rather than an Ouroboros. So you're a more hardcore version, lady.
Do you know how to deal with a dragon?
I
3,
never had to
2,
deal with a dragon. I have no idea. You tell me. Oh, okay. Yeah? Yeah? Oh God, that's low. Uh-oh. Why is that low? Why is that so low? Oh, it's intentionally low. I thought that was a malfunction. Oh, power, yeah. Yeah, but then it's like boxing. That's ridiculous. So the more pugilistic amongst us can just treat it as if you're like Rambo training, like you're on the Millennium Falcon. Oh. Oh no, I accidentally hit the menu button. Oh shit. Resume. Ah, there's the resume button. Click the trigger.
Do not flatter me.
Do not flatty. Oh man. Okay, it's because I'm doing my weird hold. Which is supposed to mean you don't accidentally hit things. Go. Oh, wrong hand, you crossed over. You cunning booger. You knew I wouldn't notice. Well, this certainly is not going to be an A+, is it now? Yeah, I thought there was a malfunction that was causing that to go so low. Ooh, it's glitching. Oh, maybe this is really challenging. I haven't had glitching problems with my HTC Vive with this particular computer. Oh, great. Great arm. That's a real tough syncopation to get the hand. And now these are swing balls. Amazing. Oh, I want to do this one again and talk to you less and actually have both earphones in. With concentration, this could be my one. Like great dance moves. How did I not hear it? I just stumbled upon this game completely by chance. Oh no, I love it. I've got to do it again immediately. Right, you'll be glad to hear I'm going to not talk to you for this entire thing. You are worthy of your victory.
Stage clear.
Stage clear. Oh my God, am I going to go on to the next one? What, I got an A+? No, I can't get an A+. That was rubbish. You're being way too kind. Okay, now I've lost faith in this freaking game because that was rubbish. I paused it accidentally a couple of times. Let's see what the Dragon Princess has got. Okay, no talking. This is harder than I gave it credit for. Come on, Lin Wen.
Deal with a dragon.
I think I do now.
2,
Dragon. It means you have to pay attention. Stop talking. Now. Oh my God. Why does that keep happening?
No chance.
What do you mean? I was doing well, you bitch. I made a close fit in my mouth. Completely missed that double fister. That's the yellow triangles. Don't be smutty. Oh, nice. Okay. You can actually enjoy the music when you're following this. It's not too hectic. Oh, you give me a little breather. I like it. And there's a progress bar I hadn't spotted before.
Do not flatter me.
All good off, good syncopation. Dum dum. A little bit off the beat. Dum 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 dum. You're not just copying, you're actually adding to the music a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. You're like another instrument, even though you don't produce any sound. You're another instrument. You become a part of the song.
No chance.
Oh! I thought they were giving me a break. Oh, you gotta be vigilant in the corner of your eyes. Whew, it's a long one. Come on. Oh man.
Do not flatter me.
I'm going to Fabric on Friday, but I might as well just not bother. I'm sure they got some drum and bass tracks on this thing. He needs to actually mingle with real people. I love it. To play this game properly, it forces you to dance. Not just jig around sort of slightly self-consciously, but decisive moves. No dad dancing. Oh, there is no such thing as dad dancing. It's just people that don't dance regularly enough. That's what dads usually are. But it's nothing to do with fatherhood. That's what I've decided. I'm going to write the paper up and get it published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. Oh, bugger. That'll learn me for having the temerity to have a conversation with you whilst I'm playing something which is supposedly the hardest level this young lady can offer. Well, I'm guessing. Rule of threes, you know what I mean? They gave me A+ for absolute dog turd behaviour on the last level, so I'm expecting her to be happy with this one as well. Unless this is the first test.
Your victory.
I victored, did I?
Stage clear.
97.9%. A+ again. So what's going on with this? System breach. 90% warning. Oh man, I'm so hot. I'd like to stop, but I feel like I should breach that thing. It seems like the dumb thing. All right, we've got one bar left. I reckon I'll do the one more. Go. Okay, this time I will try to be silent. Let you concentrate on the music. I can speak with my movements. It doesn't always have to be with my mouth. Come on, brain man. Whew. Be vigilant on your periphery.
This will be a test for you. I will take little pleasure in my victory.
Oh, I should have known I'd need a fan.
2,
Why don't I plug it
1.
in? Battery power. Shut up. Hold it properly, hold it conventionally. Okay. Oh, I love this kind of tune.
No chance. Do not
Oh, shit.
flatter me.
Ah, you switch hand tricksy mother. Boop. Nah. Ah. Can't believe the switch hand caught me out. Should have known that was coming. Oh, not that time. Ah, you didn't get me that time. Green on the right, magenta on the left, with cyan.
Not too bad.
No! Oh. Oh. I feel like I got suckered. Halfway through. Oh my God, I'm sweating like there's no tomorrow. Boo, 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 bap, bap, bap. I feel like something's going to come from behind me just to thwart my efforts.
Flatter me.
Ah, see? I had vigilance. I had peripheral vision power. Pink in the left, green in the right, pink in the left, green in the right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Comet, defense, task force. Comet, detect, for what, bit, but, boo, whoa, got too much sneaking up on me from behind. Use the peripheral vision. Ah, boom, boom, boom. Ga, boom, 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 boom. No, I got confused.
Not too bad.
Second time the switch caught me out. Haha. Vigilance to the peripheries paying dividends though. Which way round? Which way round? That way round. Whoa. See, with a gap, you can plan the brake move. Boom. Planning, foresight. This is brain training. This, ladies and gentlemen, I believe, will lead to better cognitive powers in general in real life. We'll get the transfer that we've been lacking in brain training to date. Because I'm having to really split my attention, plan complex trajectories through space, kinesthetic intelligence, look up the multiple intelligences hypothesis by Howard Gardner. Boom. Not much evidence to support it, but there is an intelligence in sporting, athletic,
You are worthy of
gymnastic
your
ability.
victory.
Dance.
Stage clear.
Oh, wow. All right, A plus again. Bit lame, always getting A plus, but whatever, you don't want to be discouraging. Okay, what does that mean? System breach, we're all going to die. Come on then. 350,773. Well, they're not getting caught by the switching, are they? Come on. I don't understand. Why bother with all this nonsense if it doesn't mean anything? Ah, let them off. Let them off. It's pretty wonderful. Right, time to go to the beach. That means, you know what it means. Fast forward. All right, let's get down there and talk about Dance Collider. That was great. That exceeded my expectations. It's not the best game I've ever played, but I like the way they had a kind of story that you could buy into. Dystopian, futuristic scenario, standard. How many times have we been warned about how we are going to descend into an unpleasant state of being and undo all the good work of our forefathers? But yeah, like this idea that the machine owns us and this human spirit breaks out. Incidentally, in my master's in virtual reality, we're recreating a sci-fi called The Machine Stops in virtual reality. It's a 1909 book by a famous British author, and it's sort of a not dissimilar scenario. Anyway, the point is that the fact that they motivate you to go through the levels in order to try and sort of, fight back against the controlling forces, I think is quite good. I like the way at the end of each level, you kind of get an update on the riots that are going on. It's quite atmosphere building. And although it's a bit nonsensical in some regards, just that just that message that the more you dance, the more that latent human suppressed spirit can break out again. That's something I subscribe to. Now the game's quite similar to a really old one called Audio Shield, which actually I think predates even Beat Saber, in that you've just got things coming towards you and you hit them at the right time. But they've improved things in the sense that you're told explicitly you'll score higher if you hit it with more force. If you're more explosive in your movements. Like in Beat Saber, for example, similar things are also the case. You can increase your score by thinking about how you move rather than just making contact at the right time. But I think that being explicitly told what the rules of the game are a real advantage, and technically it's good of them not just to bother working out whether you overlapped with the right part of space at the right time, but that you also did so with a certain degree of force. Like it's an extra burden on the processing power to not just work out if there's overlap, but also to measure the speed that each collision takes place at. And I like that. I like the fact that there was a real use of not the full 360 space, but at least 180. Sometimes you're shooting over here, but you have to keep an eye on peripheral vision because things will start happening over in this direction. I like the fact that you would have to trace. It's actually very challenging cognitively to keep your eye on two things, splitting your attention when you're following one trail and the other, and you're trying to keep your body in parts of space in order to sort of complete the full run. I can still see room for improvement. It's not that big a leap from Audio Shield, but it's sufficient a jump for me to say, thumbs up, it's a good game, you should get it. All right, thanks for coming down. You know the routine. Like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Actually, why doesn't someone leave a comment? I think I've had like one comment. Don't be shy. Say whatever you like. Bye.
Live. Reality TV. Live.